Hello students, welcome to my physics class. This is Shumi Roy from Techno India Group Public School, Shiliguri, and today we are going to do awareness science solution of chapter 13 motion and time. The first question is state the standard unit or basic unit of speed. So the standard unit of speed is meter per second. The second question is name the unit which is used to express large speed. So large speed is expressed in kilometer per hour. Next, name the physical quantity whose one of the unit is meter per second. So speed is the physical quantity whose unit is meter per second. Next question, which unit of speed will you use to express the speed of an aeroplane? So we will use kilometer per hour to express the speed of an aeroplane, as we know that an aeroplane covers a larger distance. So its speed is measured in kilometer per hour. Next, name the instrument which is used to record the distance covered by a vehicle. So it is odometer. Odometer is a small device in the dashboard of your vehicle. And the second is to indicate the speed of a running vehicle. Again, it is also present. It is a clock-like structure which is there in the dashboard, that is known as speedometer. The next question is a set of true or false. First question of that, every object moves with a constant speed. So the answer is false. No, every object doesn't move with a constant speed. Next question, speedometer indicate the speed in kilometer per hour. So the answer is true. Next, odometer measures the distance covered in kilometers. Again, here the answer is true. Next question, the speed of a train is expressed in meter per hour. So it is wrong, because we know that a train has a high speed and it covers a greater distance. So it is not expressed in meter per hour, rather than that it is expressed in kilometer per hour. Next question, distance between two cities are measured in kilometers. Yes, this is true. Next, the basic unit of time is second. Again, this is true. The next question, the time period of a given pendulum is not constant. So this statement is wrong, because the time period of a given pendulum is always constant. Next question, name two types of graph other than line graphs. So other two types of graphs are bar graph and pie chart. Next, which physical quantity was measured by using sundial in ancient times? So sundial is an ancient watch. So time was measured by using sundial in ancient times. The next question is name the standard unit of time. So second is the standard unit of time. Next question, name three units of time used in everyday life. So hour, minute and second are the units of time used in everyday life. Next, how many seconds are there in 1 hour? So as we know, 1 hour contains 60 minutes and every minute contains 60 seconds. So an hour contains 60 into 60, that is 3600 seconds. Next question is name two devices which were used for measuring time in ancient times before pendulum clock were made. So sundial and water clock are two such measuring devices which were used in ancient times. Next, name the device whose periodic motion was used for making clock till recently. So simple pendulum was the device whose periodic motion was used for making clocks till recently. Next, name two natural units of time which were used for measuring time in olden days. So days and months were two natural units which were used to measure time in olden days. Next question is, what name is given to the metallic ball of a simple pendulum? So the metallic ball has a name of bob. The metallic ball is called bob. Next, what type of motion is illustrated by the bob of a simple pendulum? As we know, the simple pendulum take periodic motion. Simple pendulum always illustrate a periodic motion. Next, name the material which is used for measuring time in electronic clocks and watches. So quartz crystal. Quartz crystal is the material which is used for measuring time in electronic clocks and watches. The next question is name the two most common time measuring devices. So the two most common time measuring devices are clocks and watches. Next, what is the smallest time interval which can be measured accurately with common available clocks and watches? So with commonly available clocks and watches, we can measure second. Second is the smallest interval which we can measure. But with the clocks and watches used in sports meet, we can measure up to 1/10 of a second. Next question is, which of the two is bigger unit of time, microsecond or nanosecond? So microsecond is the bigger unit and nanosecond is the smaller unit. Next, which of the two measure time more accurately, quartz watch or a pendulum watch? So quartz watch is a modern watch, so it measures time more accurately compared to a pendulum clock. Next, which of the two require an electric cell for its working, a quartz clock or a pendulum clock? Again, a quartz clock needs a electrical cell. Next question is a numerical. A boy riding a bicycle covers a distance of 10 meter in 40 seconds. What is the speed of the boy? So as we know, the formula of speed is equal to distance by time, and here from the question we can see that distance is 10 meter. So in place of distance we will write 10 meter, and in the place of time we will write 40. So 10 divided by 40 is 0.25 meter per second. So units are very important. So we will complete our answer by writing unit meter per second. Next question. A bus takes 30 minutes to travel a distance of 25 kilometers. Calculate the speed of the bus in kilometer per hour. So here firstly the speed, we will calculate the speed is distance by time and time is 30 minutes, so it is 0.5 hour. The speed is 25 by 0.5 hours, that is 50 kilometer per hour. Firstly we have converted minute into hour, and we know 30 minutes is equal to half hour, which is also equal to 0.5 hour. So after substituting and after calculating we get as 50 kilometer per hour. Next question is, what is speedometer? An instrument on a vehicle's dashboard which indicates the speed of a vehicle when it is running is called speedometer. Next is, what is an odometer? An instrument which is used for measuring the distance traveled by a car is called an odometer. Next question, under what condition the distance time graph of an object is horizontal line parallel to time axis? Whenever an object is stationary, then a distance time graph is a horizontal line parallel to time axis. Next is define speed. Very easy. Speed of an object is the distance traveled by it in unit time. Write the formula for calculating speed. Next question, the speed is equal to distance by time. Now question number 30 is, fill in the following blanks with suitable words. The first question is, the distance moved by an object in a unit time is called speed. Next, if the speed of an object moving along a straight line keeps changing, its motion is said to be non-uniform. Here we can easily see that the speed is changing. So it is not uniform, it is non-uniform. Next, an object moving along a straight line with constant speed is a uniform motion, because an object which is moving in a straight line and with a constant speed is in uniform motion. Next, the distance time graph of vehicle moving with constant speed is a straight line. Always you have to remember that a distance time graph for a body which is moving in uniform motion is always a straight line. Next question is, the time from one full moon to the next was called a month. In the olden times, a time from one full moon to the next is known as month. Next, the time from one sunrise to the next was called a day. Next, the to and fro motion of a simple pendulum is an example of periodic motion. The back and forth motion of a simple pendulum is also known as periodic motion. Means a simple pendulum always shows a periodic motion. Next, one of the most well-known periodic motion is that of a simple pendulum. A simple pendulum periodic motion is well known everywhere it is used. Next, The time taken by a pendulum to complete one oscillation is called its time period. The time taken by a pendulum to complete one oscillation is called its time period. So students, with this question, today we end our class. Thank you all for joining the class.